Anyway, they're about to start, and I'll give you some more information shortly.
Side out.
Both really tall guys with a lot of length, make it really tough in singles in these small courts to pass them.
0-0. Point.
And first point was birthday, second point was Christmas from Chris to Grayson and their buddies. Obviously, they play doubles together. Wow, beautiful. Good luck passing either one of these guys. Both the length is incredible, and I really like Chris's two-handed backhand volley. He comes around it from the outside, and so the angles that he gets on his shots and putaways is just amazing. Ooh. And we saw that angled forehand volley there from Grayson from the table that we're at. We were right behind that shot, so he put a beautiful amount of spin on it, but unfortunately just caught the tape.
1-1. Point.
Great shot. Pretty sure he fooled Grayson on that one because Grayson didn't even get a paddle on it. And like I said, his arms are like 8 feet long.
2-1.
Single is so much different than doubles when you see these volleys. Almost all the volleys that they're hitting are stab volleys that they're having to try and go for a passing shot, just get a paddle on, and then at the same time still just kind of float the ball into a corner somewhere where they still keep the advantage in the point.
2-2.
And I think that's a third return of serve miss by Chris, so he's looking to not miss any more than that.
3-2. Point.
And he got that return back, but he did not get too much mustard on it or get it too deep.
4-2. Side out.
Grayson misses there, Glenn, but really going for his serve, hitting most of his serves in the back third, at least in, almost on the back line each time with quite a bit of pace and dip.
2-4.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing.
Point.
And needs to work on getting the same amount of depth and pace on his returns, as Chris has really good passing shots.
Point.
So quite a few misses earlier. I wouldn't call them unforced errors necessarily for Grayson because they're passing shots that are tough, but they're shots that he's normally going to make.
Point.
And Grayson's still trying to find his groove here. I think he'll find it, and it's 4-4 right now, so he's not down even though he's missed quite a few shots.
5-4.
Nice, beautiful
Side
little
out.
slice. What would you call that?
Yeah, that
Backhand volley there.
that little teardrop drop shot right there, really good. And then the ball, I mean, Haworth almost to it, but the ball spinning away from him even.
Yeah, a side spin backhand, I guess I would call that.
Side out.
Haworth doing a really nice job to move Grayson side to side there, using the full court, really just controlling that kitchen line. And when with the length that Haworth has, can definitely stay up there and keep the pressure on Grayson.
Point. Oh, okay. Side out. Four, 5.
Oh, Grayson almost landed in Adam's lap going for that ball.
Fortunately, the camera here stand saved us.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Good blockage.
5-4.
Grayson did a nice little fake there, which is not done enough in pickleball. Faking really gets in people's heads when people are moving somewhere, and it did not phase Chris Haworth, though. He went right towards where Grayson had faked. I'm expecting a timeout here shortly.
7-4.
Wow, and a beautiful shot just inside the sideline over there. And there's not much Grayson can do right now. If Chris is on, he's on.
8-4.
And the difference there, and you can hear Grayson saying he's got to stick a volley. So that first volley when you're the receiving, when you play that ball in on your return and then get in, that first volley's got to be good. If it sits up, then Haworth's going to be able to take that as a pass. So Grayson really has to hit that first volley out of his reach off the court.
Beautiful dipping down the line, topspin forehand passing shot by Grayson. 5-8, he's still in it.
5-8.
You got it.
Right now, here we go, Grayson.
6-8. Point.
And Grayson's right back in it here. 7-8. Looked like it was slipping away from him.
7-8. Point.
Good shots, here we go.
Tied up.
8-8.
Great reaction there from Haworth. Haworth choosing on this run. Grayson just went on a 4-point run. Haworth choosing to play through it rather than to call a timeout and break up the momentum. Gets a net ball there and really does react well to get that on top of it and down with the volley. Back with the serve.
Oh!
Side out.
I expected Chris to get that ball somehow. Really great get, but
8-8.
couldn't get back for the next one.
Point.
How did that look to you, Adam?
I thought it was out. Looked out to me from our vantage point here.
I wish I could tell any calls correctly that are like that near the line. I just call everything out. Does that sound reasonable?
Way to give the benefit of the doubt, Glenn.
Here we go, Gray. Come on.
Don't motivate yourself. Who's going to do that?
10-8.
And Grayson thought it was in. He was like, come on. And
Here we go, Grayson. Come on.
Chris calls it out and gives him a look like, hey, don't question my calls.
8-10. Side out.
And unfortunately, he serves the ball long. Unfortunately for him, very fortunately for Grayson.
10-8.
Another game point here. Well, look who's wrong, me, as Chris gets very excited after saving a game point there and goes, come on.
Here we go, Gray.
8-10.
Oh, really bad luck there for Grayson as Chris's passing shot catches the tape and drops just inside the line about 10 feet from us.
But even there, he says, just hit a better return. It's not blaming the net, taking accountability, what he can own and control.
Love it.
Point.
He said, no way that goes long, but
Here we go, Grayson, right now.
he wrong. No, I like both these guys, and I had a nice conversation actually with Grayson before the game
Right here, Gray.
and reminded him that I'd seen him at the APP Sacramento warming up the day before the tournament. And he was super nice and friendly. I asked him to,
Game
wanted to give a
point.
shout out to anybody, and he gave me a long list, and I'm gonna,
And now has the opportunity to
Game
close out
point.
game one.
Time in.
hey, if Grayson gets injured on this point, then it's a match point. Oh, wow.
Point, game,
Sweet,
12-10.
sweet shot.
Game 10.
So Chris saves all his, and make a run here in game two. First game very
New
close,
ball, game
12-10.
2, time in. 0-0.
Wow.
Point.
Comes out early and sets a tone, a little inside-out forehand there. Great passing shot, something for him definitely to build on.
6.5 passing shot
1-0.
on the PPA scale.
Side
And that
out.
one was going to go in, and then it hit the net, and the net said, not this time. But
0-1.
he did get a point, okay.
Side out.
So many more errors that you see in singles versus doubles. It's almost
1-0.
disconcerting, like, hey, why are there so many errors? And that's just singles. So
Side out.
just missed that, according to Chris, and I trust Chris implicitly.
0-1.
Ooh. And
Side
Grayson sliced that forehand volley beautifully. It landed somewhere near the kitchen, and it did not come up. And Chris, being 8 feet tall, trying to bend his knees all the way to the
1-0.
ground, it just didn't work for him. Wow. Another, so I might, it's the first one was 6.5. Chris, Adam, I would say that was a 7.0 passing
Nice,
shot there.
nice dipping ball again. Still finding that outside wing. And it's hard to find a spot to pass on Chris, but Grayson's done it twice now.
So I expect Chris maybe to go to the backhand now this time. No, it's going to the forehand. And I feel like I could have even made that put away volley there. As Chris didn't even bother to try and come back for it. If he hadn't needed to get the
3-0.
ball over on our side, he probably would have just stayed there for the next return. And that's a heartbreaker
Side
for
out.
Grayson, who could have gone up 4-0 there, but that ball just barely snuck over the net and then died.
0-3.
Chris
Side
just
out.
got too much air underneath that passing shot.
Yeah, and asking, doesn't need to be that much. Looking for that and saying, maybe don't need to go for so much to get that pass. Maybe get one in, and then look to open up the court on this next
3-0.
ball.
Ooh,
Side out.
and that one hit the back fence here, so approximately 7 feet out. I always like to ask people when I do that, I'm like, what was it called?
0-3.
Wow, so Chris getting some net love here, and Grayson runs all the way around the net and taps battles with Chris at his own kitchen line. They're
Tells-
smiling back and forth.
Tells Chris to stop doing that.
Exactly. There's just
1-3.
definitely not enough animosity going on here. Ooh.
Point.
I mean, some incredible gets there by Grayson, running forward and backwards to get that ball back off his back foot. That two-hander when that was behind him, dropped back into the kitchen, was such a quality shot, but not able to hit that final put away.
Beautiful, smart shots by both players. It's really a pleasure to watch two guys this good.
Point.
And Grayson floats one wide there. Too high and too wide.
Three. Point.
Hands and flick those balls.
4-3.
Beautiful drop volley.
Side out.
And really, it's going to be more effective, as I mentioned earlier, against a guy like Chris because he's so tall. Him reaching down for a ball that's right close to the court level is just going to be a really difficult shot, and then have to do something with
3-4.
it.
Side out.
And goes for another one of those really nice inside-out forehands and just barely caught the tape on that. I'd say it was half an inch too low.
4-3. Point.
And the net love is not coming Grayson's way. Stuck on 4-3 here for a little while. We'll see if that changes.
5-3. Point.
It actually had changed to 5-3. The scoreboard here was not updated quite yet, and now it's 6-3. So Grayson really has to do something here, or this match is going to get away from him.
6-3.
Nice return, nice volley, and again a tough short ball for Chris to get to. And I'm sure that Chris could have gotten that, but he realized if he just got it back over the net, he was going to lose that point.
Point. Come on, find a way.
Really nice serve, really nice passing shot, followed by find a way, find a way. And so right now he is finding a way.
4-6. Side out.
And again, the net's killing him here. He hit the tape there. And good players a lot of times will have a small margin of error over the net like that. And unfortunately floats that return long as well. So I'm sure he's frustrated right now by not only some unforced errors on his part, but by the net not cooperating.
7-4. Come on, come on. Side out.
Really nice deep return.
Four, 7.
Wow. And Grayson, he's still alive. He's up. He's back.
I mean, he slid. You can still see the mark on the court where he slid like a crash on the freeway.
I see it. I see it.
Slid from almost right outside the court all the way into the bench and still managed to get it. And Chris,
did he get that
yeah,
ball?
I think so. Chris with the presence of mind to hit the next ball to make sure that he won the point there. But just incredible hustle and athleticism from Grayson there.
The other thing I notice about that, which is a good teaching moment, is encouragement.
7-4.
Wow, and Chris just made a beautiful get, basically in the same spot on the opposite side of the court. And amazing.
I mean, Glenn, these guys are playing more of this match outside the lines than they are inside the lines right now.
Yes,
Incredible
what's going
athleticism.
on here?
So much fun to watch.
4-7.
Oh,
Side out.
just missing, a very small margin of error.
7-4.
And that's unfortunate for everyone. All the people watching here want to see a good match. Want to see Grayson close this here.
Point.
Yeah, so back-to-back service errors there, or return errors from Grayson. And at this point in the match, that's a tough one to have, making it 9-4. So see if Grayson can turn it around here, get one back in, get the side out.
Point.
And he takes a bite out of his PB 5-star paddle there, which you can do. That's a great thing about the PB 5-star. They are edible.
10-4. Point game
It's a
match.
great shot to finish that. What a match.
Incredible, yeah. Chris is just a machine. I'm not sure he's actually